1. Minsk, the soul of a reborn nation. Minsk, the capital of Belarus, is a city that has risen from the ashes more than once. Almost entirely destroyed during World War II, it was rebuilt with Soviet grandeur, wide boulevards, and monumental architecture. Yet beneath that stoic facade lies a vibrant city pulsing with culture, creativity, and resilience. Stroll along Independence Avenue, one of Europe's longest streets, lined with elegant Stalinist architecture and modern cafes that reflect a new generation's optimism. Visit Victory Square, crowned by its eternal flame, and explore the Museum of the Great Patriotic War, one of the most powerful museums in Eastern Europe. In the evening, Minsk transforms. The upper town comes alive with music and laughter spilling from cozy bars, while the Nesvizh River embankment becomes a gathering place for young Belarusians enjoying warm summer nights. The National Library of Belarus, with its futuristic diamond-shaped design, glows like a beacon of progress. Minsk is a living symbol of endurance, a blend of old wounds and new beginnings. 2. Mir Castle, a fairy-tale fortress of stone and legends. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Mir Castle looks like it was plucked straight from a medieval dream. Built in the 16th century, this magnificent Gothic Renaissance fortress rises majestically above the tranquil Mir Lake, surrounded by green meadows and legends of noble families. Inside, its halls echo with history, from the powerful Radziwill family, who once ruled much of Lithuania and Belarus, to the turbulent wars that scarred this land. The castle's red brick towers, hidden stairways, and frescoed chambers take you back to a time of knights, banquets, and sieges. Walk the serene castle park, visit the family crypt chapel, and enjoy the reflections of the towers shimmering in the lake's calm surface. Standing on the drawbridge at sunset, you can hear the wind whisper through the towers as the light dances across the moat. It feels almost alive, a timeless guardian of the past. Inside, the small museum showcases ancient armor, royal portraits, and artifacts that tell the tale of centuries of Belarusian nobility. Every corner of Mir Castle carries a story of battles fought, love lost, and the enduring pride of a nation that still treasures its legends. Even today, the castle remains a living postcard of the past, its walls echoing with the ghosts of nobility and the whispers of forgotten courts. As night falls, the warm glow of lanterns illuminates the ramparts, creating a magical reflection over the lake. Mir Castle is where Belarus' medieval heart still beats strong, romantic, and eternal. 3. Brest Fortress, the eternal flame of courage. Few places in Belarus capture the spirit of defiance like Brest Hero Fortress. Built in the 19th century, it became a symbol of Soviet resistance during the Nazi invasion of 1941, when a small group of soldiers held out against overwhelming odds. Today, the site is a vast memorial complex. The massive stone monument of a soldier's face carved from rock stern, unyielding, dominates the landscape. The Eternal Flame, the Courage Monument, and the haunting Museum of the Defense of the Brest Fortress tell the story of unimaginable bravery. You can walk the old fortress walls, stand at the gate where the first bombs fell, and feel the silence that still lingers in the air. Brest Fortress is not just a historical site, it is a sacred ground of remembrance, courage, and sacrifice. As dawn rises over the fortress, the mist drifts across the river, and the stone faces seem to breathe with life once again. Every sunrise feels like a quiet salute to those who never surrendered. It's a place where time stands still, holding the memory of valor that continues to define the Belarusian spirit. 4. Nesvizh Castle, the crown jewel of Belarusian heritage. A short drive from Mir Castle lies Nesvizh Castle, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of the most beautiful palaces in Eastern Europe. Once the residence of the Radziwill family, it stands surrounded by vast landscaped gardens and reflective lakes. The castle's interiors are a masterpiece of Baroque and Renaissance design, gilded halls, painted ceilings, and ornate furniture that transport you to the age of aristocracy. Walk through the Golden Hall, where grand balls once took place, and explore the underground passageways that still whisper with mystery. Outside, the English-style park offers peaceful walks along romantic bridges and ancient trees. Nesvizh Castle isn't just a building, it's a window into a forgotten world of grandeur, culture, and beauty that once defined the nobility of Central Europe. As you stand on its stone terrace, the gentle sound of the lake merges with birdsong and the rustle of leaves, wrapping the castle in serene elegance. Reflections of its towers shimmer like memories across the water. Nesvizh is not merely a landmark, it is a living fairytale where history breathes through every corridor. 5. Belovezhskaya Pushcha National Park, the last primeval forest of Europe. On the border between Belarus and Poland lies Belovezhskaya Pushcha, one of Europe's oldest and most enchanting forests, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. that has existed for over 7,000 years. This ancient woodland is home to European bison, wild boars, wolves, lynxes, and centuries-old oaks that have witnessed empires rise and fall. Walking through its mossy paths feels like stepping back in time, into a world untouched by human hands. Visitors can explore the Bison Reserve, bike through the forest trails, or visit the residence of Father Frost during winter, a magical experience for families. The park also has an excellent nature museum, showcasing the biodiversity and history of this living natural treasure. When the morning fog drapes the forest in silver, the world seems to vanish into silence. Only the rustle of branches and the call of distant birds remain. Every tree tells a story older than any city. Belovezhskaya Pushcha is a living cathedral of nature, where the pulse of the wild still beats strong. 6. Grodno, a city between cultures. Nestled near the borders with Poland and Lithuania, Grodno, is a city of bridges, both literal and cultural. With its Baroque churches, synagogues, and historic cobblestone streets, Grodno reflects the multicultural soul of Belarus. Explore the old castle, perched above the Neman River, and the nearby New Castle, where the last king of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth once ruled. The Cathedral of St. Francis Xavier, one of the most beautiful Baroque churches in Eastern Europe, dominates the old town with its twin towers and frescoes. Grodno's charm lies in its calmness: pastel buildings, riverside cafes, and the sound of bells echoing across the hills. It's a city that feels timeless, where history flows as gently as the Neman itself. As evening falls, golden light softens the facades, and the river mirrors the glow of the old city walls. Grodno feels like a place suspended between centuries, where East meets West, and peace meets history. Every corner tells a tale of coexistence and quiet beauty. 7. Polotsk, the ancient heart of Belarus. Polotsk is often called the birthplace of Belarusian culture, one of the oldest cities in Eastern Europe, dating back to the 9th century. Once a powerful center of the Kievan Rus, it remains a spiritual and historical jewel. The St. Sophia Cathedral of Polotsk, built in the 11th century, stands as a masterpiece of medieval architecture, rivaling its namesakes in Kiev and Novgorod. Inside, ancient frescoes and quiet halls tell stories of the region's Christian heritage. The city is also home to Euphrosyne of Polotsk, one of Belarus' most venerated saints, whose legacy still inspires pilgrims and scholars alike. Walking through Polotsk feels like entering the roots of a nation, a place where Belarus' cultural identity first took shape. The air feels sacred here, calm, pure, and timeless. River mist rolls over the Neman as church bells ring in the distance, echoing through the old town. Polotsk is where the Belarusian soul was born, ancient yet eternal. 8. Vitebsk, the artistic soul of Belarus. Vitebsk is a city of creativity, color, and music, best known as the birthplace of the world-renowned artist Mark Chagall. His surreal depictions of love, memory, and dreams are deeply rooted in this city's atmosphere. The Mark Chagall Museum and his preserved house offer an intimate look into the painter's early life, while murals and art installations throughout Vitebsk honor his legacy. Every summer, the city hosts the Slaviansky Bazaar, an international festival that celebrates Slavic culture, song, and dance. Stroll along the western Dwina River, visit the Annunciation Church with its ancient frescoes, and climb the Uspensky Hill for panoramic views of the city's pastel skyline. Vitebsk radiates a gentle artistic spirit. It's a city that dreams in color. As night falls, the streets glow in soft light, and the sound of violins floats through open windows. You can almost feel Chagall's spirit painting the sky with imagination. Vitebsk is not just a city, it's a living canvas where art and life blend in harmony. 9. Braslav Lakes National Park, the land of 1,000 mirrors. In the far north of Belarus lies one of its most breathtaking natural wonders, Braslav Lakes National Park. A vast landscape of more than 300 crystal-clear lakes, rolling hills, and dense pine forests. It's a paradise for nature lovers and photographers. Here, silence reigns. You can kayak through mirror-like waters, watch the sunrise over Lake Drivity, or climb the Mayak Hill for a panoramic view of the shimmering lakes below. The park's biodiversity is astonishing. Rare birds, foxes, elk, and countless fish species inhabit this pristine ecosystem. The small town of Braslav serves as the perfect gateway, with cozy guest houses and traditional Belarusian hospitality. This region is where you rediscover peace, where time slows down, and nature becomes your only companion. When the evening sun dips low, the waters turn to molten gold, and the air smells of pine and freedom. Stars emerge like diamonds reflected in the lakes. Braslav is a sanctuary for the soul, pure, endless, and untouched. 10. Lida, the fortress of the Grand Duchy. Closing our journey is Lida, a city that combines medieval strength with small-town charm. Its highlight is the Lida Castle, built in the 14th century by Grand Duke Gediminas of Lithuania. The fortress, with its imposing red walls and corner towers, once guarded the western borders of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Today, Mir Castle has been beautifully restored. Inside, historical reenactments, night tournaments, and medieval fairs bring history to life. The city itself is quiet but proud, its streets lined with cafes, local markets, and a growing appreciation for its rich heritage. Visiting Lida feels like stepping into a living museum, a place where the echoes of swords and the laughter of old festivals still resonate within the walls. At night, the torches light up the courtyard, casting flickering shadows on the fortress stones. The scent of wood fire and music from traditional dances fills the air. Lida captures the timeless heartbeat of medieval Belarus, strong, festive, and unforgettable.